What's up, Urban Acolyte family? My name is Prince and I'm an Urban Acolyte. And if you caught the buzz on Friday, then you probably already know that Tom Hardy has been cast as Venom in a new Spider-Man spin-off movie. I was dealing with some plumbing issues and some computer issues all weekend, and I didn't get to get this video out when I first caught the news. So I am gonna weigh in on my thoughts on that in this video. But first, let me give you the news in the event that you haven't heard. So this is coming from Brandon Davis, who I met last year over at comicbook.com, which is right across town from me. And he writes that Tom Hardy is making the jump from DC Comics to Marvel Comics in live action form. The man best known as Bane from The Dark Knight Rises has been cast as Venom in the upcoming Sony Pictures film. Tom Hardy, who was recently nominated for an Academy Award following his work in The Revenant, is in final negotiations to star as Venom, that's Eddie Brock, in the self-titled film set for release on October 5th, 2018. According to The Hollywood Reporter's original report, the film is a top priority for Sony Pictures. The studio is eagerly aiming to make the film's 2018 release date. Venom is to usher in a new host of movies from Sony's Marvel and Spider-Man based universe of characters. Sony is rebooting its Marvel-based slate with this summer's Spider-Man Homecoming, and Venom is a key title in its slate. Now, over on comicbookmovie.com, Rohan Patel writes also that Sony announced today that Academy Award nominated actor Tom Hardy has signed on to play Eddie Brock in their upcoming R-rated Marvel film called Venom. The high priority project is being developed as its own standalone feature, not as a Spider-Man spin-off, as the studio attempts to launch their own extended cinematic universe that will utilize characters from their surprisingly large Marvel library. It's still uncertain at this point in time whether his arch-rival Spider-Man, played by Tom Holland in Spider-Man Homecoming and other Avengers-related films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, or by an older actor who will make any sort of appearance in this upcoming venture. Tom Hardy, who is on record as being a huge fan of Venom, is a major get for the studio as they attempt to expand their Spider-Man universe. He also comes with some pretty solid comic book movie experience, having previously starred as classic Batman villain Bane in 2012's The Dark Knight Rises. After that, he was courted for key roles in X-Men Apocalypse and Suicide Squad, but ultimately turned both offers down. Now, jumping back over to comicbook.com, they said that following the breaking news that Tom Hardy had been cast as Eddie Brock in the Venom film, Sony Pictures took to social media to confirm the reveal with an exciting new photo. A new tweet from Sony Pictures captioned, "Tom Hardy is Eddie Brock in Venom, the upcoming film from Sony's Marvel Universe, releasing October 5th, 2018. Production starts this fall." We get our first look at Tom Hardy sporting some Venom gear. Though it's not quite the costume, he is at least confirming his excitement by wearing a Venom t-shirt. Another interesting takeaway from Sony's tweet is dubbing the new batch of films centering around Spider-Man characters as Sony's Marvel Universe. Now, the Venom movie will be directed by Zombieland's Ruben Fleischer. It is written by The Amazing Spider-Man 2's Jeff Pinkner, along with Scott Rosenberg. Plot details have been kept quiet at this point. Avi Arad, Matt Tomic, and Amy Pascal are in place to produce the film. Now, my big concern for this project is the fact that it's going to include, or it's rumored to include, characters like Silver Sable or Black Cat, and possibly other members of maybe Spider-Man's rogue gallery or just other people associated with the Spider-Man character. But there will be no Tom Holland, and comicbookmovie.com said that there could possibly be an older actor cast as Spider-Man, which presents the issue of now you have two Spider-Men, two people playing the role as Spider-Man. And when you think about comic books and the comic book universe, this could be a whole separate other movie universe, right? Like you have 1616 and all these different Earths within the Marvel universe. You have the Earth where the Marvel Cinematic Universe is taking place. I guess you have an Earth where Fox's X-Men movies are taking place, and now you've got an Earth where Sony's Marvel universe is taking place. I really just don't see how you pull Venom off without Spider-Man, right? The whole symbiote storyline originated with Spider-Man. Venom is, whether he's going to be an anti-hero, a villain, whatever, Spider-Man is tied into Venom's and Eddie Brock's origin stories, right? And then when you start including these other characters, it only makes sense to me that Spider-Man will be involved. Now, the fact that you have someone associated with the Amazing Spider-Man 2, with the Andrew Garfield Spider-Man, and the rumor that there could be an older Spider-Man, could we see the return of Andrew Garfield as Peter Parker? He's older than Tom Holland, with Tom Holland just turning 20. That's something I was about to say that I would like to see that, but if you do that, then that makes some implications about what's going on in the Marvel cinematic universe, with what's going to happen with Spider-Man over there. So the best case scenario that I can think of, even though this is called them rebooting Spider-Man, I think the best thing you can do is to say that this picks up with the Amazing Spider-Man universe. That Spider-Man has grown up into an adult, and maybe he has passed the mantle on to Miles Morales if Sony owns the rights to Miles Morales. And so I mean, in the Ultimate Universe, Miles Morales has also had a run-in with Venom. At least that's what I've read, because I'm not a big comic book guy. But I think this would be a great way to introduce Miles Morales. Maybe you still have an older Peter Parker, or Peter Parker has retired and passed the mantle on to Miles, and now this is his issue to deal with Venom and the Rogues, or at least to make a cameo. And then you also present the possibility of, well, why do we have two different Spider-Man universes? You have a completely different Spider-Man starring in that other universe, right? You have Peter Parker is with Marvel, you have with the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and you have Miles Morales with Sony's Marvel Universe, with Peter Parker having passed on, or an older Peter Parker, and the one over with Marvel is young Peter Parker. We have old Peter Parker, just like, you know, you got old man Logan, in the event that Fox wants to continue with that storyline of X-23 and those New Mutants, and if they want to go back and reintroduce a younger Wolverine in the Dark Phoenix saga and those new X-Men movies with younger X-Men, right? So those are my thoughts, at least. But what do you guys think? Do you think that they can pull off a Venom movie with Black Cat and people closely tied to Peter Parker Spider-Man without a Peter Parker? Do you think that introducing Miles Morales would be a good thing? Or do you think that, you know, hey, yay, we're getting a Venom movie, but no, now that we've got the details, it might suck? Or are you keeping an open mind and we're just waiting to see what Sony plans to do with this project? So let me know your thoughts down below, and I'll be checking back to see what you all have to say. If you haven't subscribed already, go ahead and click on the subscribe button so that you can take your first steps towards becoming an urban acolyte. Go ahead and make the steps necessary to become a hero of your own story and become a force for change in your community. I'm not sure what you guys are thinking, but I did not give up Star Wars. What I said in my live stream a week ago was that I'm going to be adding more content in addition to Star Wars. I needed a little bit of break. I have a real life to live. But once I get caught up with the Guardians of the Whills, the Thrawn novel, the Jyn Erso novel, there will be lots more Star Wars videos to come. And I'm going to be buckling down this summer and getting out lots of stuff. So Star Wars, martial arts talks, martial arts movies, superhero movies. The channel is finally starting to go where I intended to take it a year ago. So there's going to be a lot to look for. There will still be lots and lots of Star Wars content, and I'm getting ready to record a video on the Mace Windu comic book. So stay tuned for that. But that's all I've got for this video. So thanks for watching. Y'all keep on breathing, and may the force of others be with you always.